Recording.
Push across by McDonald and a drive. Score! Power play goal, and the game is tied. Back the other way, Shen. Let one back up the wing. Carried back on, then spun by Giroux. They score! Braden Shen on a feed from Giroux, and it's 2-2. It is Gudas. Gudas with a shot. They score! Tie-breaking goal, and for the first time of the night, the Flyers have the lead. Led to the back, they gotta shoot. Fired by Keith. Rebound, poked down in front. The horn sounds, and the Flyers have moved their way into a playoff position, winning it in heart-stopping fashion, 3-2.
Now, Andy Robb, Ken Krell, the Philly Hockey Guys.
Please clap.
All right. Woo!
Please cheer as loud as possible.
Really, that's it.
Wow. What an effort last night for the Philadelphia Flyers. And we'll jump right into it. Welcome to episode number 36.
Don't do it.
The Zach Rinaldo
don't do it.
episode. But here's why I'm going to say it's the Zach Rinaldo episode.
Okay.
We're calling this number 36 show Rinaldo, not to worship Zach Rinaldo, but to remind people of how better a team the Flyers are without him.
So you're attributing all the success this year to Ronaldo not being on the team?
Yes.
Sure, I'll buy that.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. This is a very short episode because we've got, me personally, I've got St. Patty's Day events going all weekend long with the radio station. So we got a short one, but we got to do it regardless.
Absolutely.
We said last night after last night's game, we will do whatever it takes, bust our asses to get some kind of a show out
After the
today.
last 48 hours, yes, we had to do a show.
Absolutely. And of course, because it's St. Patrick's Day, this edition of the Philly Hockey Guys podcast is brought to you by new sponsor.
Oh, who we got?
Hennigan's Scotch, the no-smell, no-tell Scotch.
A-G-double-N.
All right, that's enough. Okay.
Come on.
But seriously, say you got a big job interview and you're nervous about it, throw back a couple of shots of Hennigan's and you'll be loose as a goose and ready to roll. And because it's odorless, why do we our little secret? All right.
Let's get into the game. All right, of course, Flyers last night, 3-2 over the Blackhawks after beating the Red Wings the night before, 4-3.
And there were some people, and obviously, you know, it's an understandable concern where they're like doing one back-to-back and then have to travel. Some people had that as a problem.
I had that as a problem.
I didn't want to necessarily throw you under the bus, but yes, this guy over here had a problem with it. And I
was just hoping for a point last night.
I was going to say we won, and we did. I can't believe it. I mean, the back-to-back effort has just been astounding for this team as of lately. And everybody's contributing.
That's what I mean. Gudas gets the game-winning goal last night.
Gudas is the reason that we made that playoff push as of last night.
Yes.
It's because of him.
I mean, he just gets the puck. Again, it was hard work right around. He just throws it towards the net, gets a great bounce. Boom, 3-2, Flyers. They got the lead and then held on for dear life, especially during the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I found out that I could hold my breath for over 60 seconds, and I didn't pass out.
But Neuwirth, I mean, he had, 2, 3 just unbelievable saves, 24 on the night.
Absolutely unbelievable. What a great effort. And, you know, we've said it before. We'll say it again. I'm saying it right now for the record. Here we go. There is no goaltending controversy in Philadelphia. The only goaltending controversy that is around in this city are the idiots that try to make one. Just saying it right now, because their save percentages are pretty much right down the middle.
Right now, you can't go wrong. It's a fabulous problem for the Flyers to have. Again, I don't know who's slated to start on Saturday against Pittsburgh, but I'm fine with either guy being in net. I never thought I'd say that about a Flyers team.
Yeah, very comfortable with the 1-2 punch that they have with Neuwirth and Mason, and I'm damn glad that Hextall didn't deal Neuwirth at the trade deadline. I mean, sure, the return would have been great, but what's a return for having being really secure with your goaltending tandem?
And that's always a place where Hextall can look at around the draft again. Because he's got both guys under contract going into next year. So if you want to do something creative at the draft, Hextall can absolutely do that.
Currently, at this place in time, you can't put a price tag on it.
Well, we talked a little bit about the captain earlier and the setup on the Braden Shen goal.
The guy's a Jedi, I
Which
swear.
was fantastic.
I swear to God. He's in tune with the Force. He has to be.
Yeah.
Like, how do you pull that kind of move off? Like, he barely even saw him, I don't think.
It's just ice awareness and again, I can't say enough good things about the guy. He was also 13 for 17 on the night in faceoffs. And last night, with that assist, he moved past Rick Tocchet for 13th place on the all-time scoring list. He's 7 points away from Reggie Leach for
That's
12th.
right. Tocchet really did rack up a lot of
Yeah.
points during his time here with the Flyers.
So, yeah, an impressive stat right there.
Especially for such a short amount of time, too, that he's been, with the Flyers and not in the minor leagues.
Let's get into the playoff ramifications of last night. Of course, the Flyers now in that 8th spot.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It does.
But but now it's time not to let off the gas because we got a big game Saturday. But there are two crucial games tonight with the Columbus game and with the Carolina games that could help the
Detroit will
Flyers
be
out.
in Columbus, and Pittsburgh will be hosting Carolina. Not really favorable matchups for the Flyers. Both seem winnable games for both Detroit and Pittsburgh, but stranger things have happened in this league.
Yeah, didn't Pittsburgh lose to Carolina once already this year?
That's right, and Detroit
I
just
think they
lost
did, yeah.
to Toronto over the weekend. So, you know. But the Flyers are riding hot right now. Last 10 games, 8-1-1.
I'll tell you one thing that I won't say about this Flyers team.
Real disappointed.
And speaking of Hackstall, right there.
Can we talk about how?
I mean,
wow.
what a job he's done
What
with
an
this team.
impact. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And this team, and we said it way early on in one of the early shows that about the college team, his North Dakota team, always played with like their hair was on fire.
Yeah.
That's how the Flyers are playing right now.
Yeah.
So he's talk about translating the hockey game to the pros. He's done it flawlessly.
Yes, that's right. Hackstall Jim Duggan strikes again. Speaking of which, during that mid-game little interview with Pierre, I counted 4 you-knows in the span of 10 seconds. I swear to God. I was crushing those Yinglings, buddy. Did you see that Neuwirth snubbed Pierre at the end of the game? They wanted to try to interview him, and he skated past, and like one of the guys from NBC Sports tried to grab like his shoulder, and like he just shook his head and kept going towards the locker room. Fantastic. I love it.
Well, he ended up talking to Braden Shen? Is that who they ended up talking with?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, because then they asked him about like his brother and the trade and all that stuff. So. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we all have bared witness to what happened over the last few days. We're all aware of where the Flyers stand in the playoff picture. So, we're not going to pass along stuff you already know, but it is damn fun to talk about.
It's great.
I got to tell you.
I mean, and it's great. We live here in central Pennsylvania, so a lot of Penguin fans around us. But the Flyer fans that we work with, man, high fives all around the place today. It was great.
Oh, I was strutting around like I was Vince McMahon, dude. You saw it. I came into your office. I was doing the Vince strut today.
It. It's a fun time to be a Flyers fan. Yeah. And now Saturday, of course, the next biggest game of the year. It just seems like they're just one after another right now.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, the way that I feel right now, as of, because we watch Root Sports up here, the Flyers want it. They seem hungrier. They seem hungrier than Pittsburgh right now. They seem like they want it more than, I think, almost, dare I say, they seem like they want it more right now than any other team in the league.
Well, yeah. I mean, we just mentioned in the last 10 games, 8-1-1. I mean, again, and most of this is all because of the effort they're putting out there.
Oh, there's that tugboat again.
Yeah.
You hear it?
I think that's telling us we need to wrap this up pretty quickly.
That lonely sea captain, he can wait.
All right, so, Saturday, Wells Fargo Center.
It's going to be a war.
Rocking.
Oh, my God. It's going to be great. And, you got to take into account, I bet you Sean Couturier is quite sad that twice now he has not faced Malkin.
That's right, because he was out the last time.
And now Malkin's out this time.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? That's strange.
So what you're saying is Malkin got hurt on purpose?
Because he's afraid of Sean Couturier?
Yes. He knows they have 3 games head-to-head coming up, so...
Speaking of like a little rivalry, I kind of sometimes get the feeling that Sean Couturier and Jonathan Toews do not like each other at all. They almost went at it last night. Did you see that?
A few times. And this isn't the first time they've had a couple run-ins like that. And usually Toews ends up on his ass.
Yeah, that was like last season. He was in the crease, and Coots just shoved him. And then you just see Toews look up at him, and he's like, what?
I'm sorry.
Speaking of two people that have played under Hackstall Jim Duggan, we have to talk about this. Chris Vandevelde might be facing a hearing because of his hit on his former teammate, Jonathan Toews.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking there. It was kind of a blatant elbow.
No. But you know what?
What?
If Vandevelde gets suspended, it's almost perfect timing because we don't have to make too many roster moves. Jake comes back.
Yep.
And we're good. Not too many substitutions need to be made.
Maybe that's why he did it. Trying to make the job for Hackstall a little bit easier.
Exactly. He's taking one for the team. So I'm ready, man. I'm ready for blood. I am ready for just one hell of a game. 1 o'clock start, and that's perfect for me because, like I said, I'm doing like radio station broadcasts all weekend.
Blah, blah, we get it. You work a lot.
Starting at like 4 or 5, so I'm actually going to be able to, I think, watch pretty much the whole game. And as an added bonus, because we're going out, we're venturing out doing these broadcasts for the radio station, Penguins fans all around, if the Flyers win, oh, buddy, I am not going to let anybody go on that at all. The gloating is going to be through the roof.
All right, major question. You wearing a Flyers jersey out at these appearances?
You want to know a quick story? Once upon a time, it was like last year or the year before, we were doing a broadcast. The Flyers played the Penguins earlier in the day. I was wearing underneath my shirt my Yager jersey. You know, I just showed it to the bar owner because he's a Penguins fan. Yeah. He's like, can't be wearing that in here. I was like, oh, would you like to see the back of it? And I turned around, and it was Yager's shirt. And he was like, that's not cool, man.
Were you thrown out?
I was like, you know what's cool? The score from earlier today.
Nice.
Oh, man, it's so easy to rip into them, especially because a lot of them know jack shit about hockey.
No, most Penguin fans right now only go back to about 2005 when they got Crosby.
It's sad, but it's true.
Yep, it is true. I mean, we see it every day.
Yep.
All right, so you'll be wearing a jersey. Which one will you be wearing on Saturday?
Oh, well, if it's Penguins Flyers, it's going to be Yager.
It's going to be Yager?
Of course.
All right.
It's going to be Yager. I'm going to wear him underneath my official radio station shirt. I have to. Got to.
Well, sounds good. Again, 1 o'clock on Saturday. Hopefully the Flyers keep the streak going.
20 to -2. Flyers win, and then Trump cheesesteaks for all. They're the world's greatest cheesesteaks, and I mean it in every sense of the word. We're going to build a wall around the Wells Fargo Center, and we can't have Pittsburgh there, but we're going to make them pay for it.
All right, we've been having this contest now for about a month and a half has been going on?
You know, people always ask me about this contest, and they say, when are you going to finish the contest? It's true. I get questions about it all the time. But we are going to finish the contest at some point soon.
Did you build a wall around the prizes? Is that why we can't give them away?
The only reason that I would ever build a wall around the prizes is so your grubby hands wouldn't touch any of them.
I'm just waiting to hear if I won or not.
You know that you didn't. We promise, we swear on everything on episode number 37, the Jay Rosehill episode. We will be naming our winner for the contest.
All right, so we'll have that next week. Yeah.
MVP,
right.
Jay Rosehill.
Okay, sounds good.
That's my boy.
All right, so we're going to wrap this one up. Voice Guy's got all the information where you can find us.
Thanks a lot for listening. Happy St. Patty's Day. Don't pass out in a gutter. Save that until tomorrow when the Flyers beat the Penguins.
All right, let's go Flyers. I'm Ken Prell. This is Andy Robb.
No, wait. You should be Kenneth O'Prell, and I should be Andy O'Robb.
What he said.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like the Philly Hockey Guys podcast page on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter at Philly Hockey Guy. And subscribe on iTunes, TuneIn, and SoundCloud.